this is a way where you can reduce your stress. Now, I'm not telling you to tell everybody your personal life unless it is your therapist, but for me, I am the type of person to hold my emotions inside a lot because the way that I was brought up. The way that I was brought up was, you know, no one cares what you think, no one cares about your opinion. That's how I was brought up, which is the total wrong way to be brought up. And kids shouldn't, like, you shouldn't say that to kids. So I didn't really have the best examples growing up, and those habits followed me into adult life. And the one way that I reduce my stress is I talk to my partner. I talk to him about things that bother me. You know, lately it has been my job. You know, YouTube, like, the online world isn't the same these days, and it does bother me. And, you know, when I talk to him about it, it makes me feel so much better because it's nice to see someone's point of view. Like, he knows who I am, so he knows deep down inside that I love what I do and I'm really good at this. I know my videos aren't the most aesthetically pleasing and I'm not your typical YouTuber, but it is nice on how many people that I have helped regarding like saving and stuff. So not to make this all about me, but talking to someone about your struggles or just venting out to someone that you trust. Don't tell everybody your stuff, just try to talk to that one person that you trust. It can really help because keeping everything inside, it's usually never the answer, and it just creates more problems. Every time I'm feeling like stressed out, I don't even have to say it anymore. It's like he automatically knows when I'm stressed, and he's like, all right, let's put the phones down, let's talk about it, what's bothering you. Sometimes I'll just cry and just tell him about like literally everything that's bothering me, and you know, then he just makes me realize like everybody goes through hard things in life. This is just what we're going through, or what you're going through right now. It's normal. And if you guys don't, obviously I know not everybody has, you know, a decent person in their life. I know that's not the case for everybody, but if you can find a therapist that you can talk to and just vent to, I'm sure it will help, you know, regarding like reducing the stress in your life. Next thing is to get enough sleep. I feel like everybody talks about this, but it is so true. And again, I know it's cliche, but when I don't get enough sleep, I am like on edge. I am so stressed out. My head's about to explode. Like, I need at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And I know sometimes it's impossible to get that amount of sleep, especially with me constantly editing and just dealing with other things behind the camera, but it is very, very important to get enough sleep. And even if you can't get enough sleep at night, try to take naps. That way you're getting some kind of rest. Your mind needs to shut down a little bit, so you need to shut down, because overworking yourself can cause a negative spiral and can make you feel like you're gonna go crazy. And I have been through it. There have been days where I didn't get any sleep. It was like 2 hours of sleep because I was just so focused on work, and I forgot to take care of myself. So the minute I get enough sleep, then I feel like I can conquer more. So make sure you guys get enough sleep and enough rest. If you can't get the full 8 hours, try to get some kind of, you know, little naps here and there. Cats know what they're doing. Cats be sleeping like an hour nap here, an hour nap over there, half-hour nap here. We have to pay attention to cats, because the way my cat's like, his sleeping schedule, I'm just like, damn, he's smart. Next up is limit your screen time. I talk about this all the time, but I need to bring it up again because limiting your screen time, it has so many benefits. Not just, you know, with your finances, with your anxiety, things like that, but when it comes to like stress, when I was constantly on my phone at nighttime, I make it a point to leave this phone in the closet, or like I shut it off completely. Like right now it's on D&D, so nobody interrupts me while I'm filming and working, But when it comes to nighttime, my sisters, my family, everybody knows that I shut my phone off. I need my rest. I need my I need that screen time where I'm like, I turn it off, because this is my full-time job. Even though I'm not posting like everybody else, like I'm not posting a lot on Instagram, I'm not posting every day on YouTube, I'm still on social media. I'm still researching what else I can record, what other video ideas I can do. I'm always updating my like little Amazon storefront to make sure those links are still working, because sometimes the sellers stop selling, then you gotta find a new link. There's just a whole back end of this job that no one really knows, and it can be very stressful. So I try to limit my screen time. You know, when it comes to nighttime, I don't play games anymore on my phone. I don't scroll, like that random scrolling. I don't do it anymore, because it was getting to me, and I was, you know, before bed being on the phone, it sucks. My eyes start to get very like hazy, and then I get a headache, and then I wake up with a headache because I was on my phone. So I'll go to bed at like 10, but if I have my phone in my hand in bed, I won't go to bed until like 1 in the morning, because I'm constantly like scrolling on things that I don't really need to be looking at. I should just go to sleep. So moral of the story, limit your screen time. It will help you out tremendously. It will help your stress levels. It will help you feel brand new in the morning. I've been going to bed again without my phone, and I just feel so relaxed when I wake up. I feel like I have a fresh, clear mind. And then, you know, when I'm done doing my morning routine, like making the bed, brushing my teeth, putting my sunscreen on for the day, and then start the work day, it's just so much easier. Instead of like the minute I wake up I check my phone. It's like, no, you have to just focus on yourself and leave that phone to the side until you have gotten yourself together. I remember the days where we didn't have social media and we didn't have these fancy phones. I never got headaches like this back then. I started getting headaches the minute I started doing this job full time. Crazy. I do feel like tech gadgets, like too much of like the tech stuff can give you a headache. I don't know if that's the thing. Let me see. I feel like I'm making it up, but I think tech headaches are a thing. Okay, so there is such thing as tech headaches, and it's from eye strain. So this constant eye strain can lead to a headache or migraine. It's maintaining poor posture when using technology or using too much of a certain technology. I was right. I was so right. Next thing is to go for walks. Now I know it's winter time right now and no one's going for a walk. If you live in like the cold weather like me, nobody's going for a walk right now. But in the summertime, in the spring, and in the fall, going for walks really helped my partner and I. Even like if we had our little moments where we were arguing, we would go for a walk together, and just having that fresh air, getting out the house, not feeling trapped constantly, it really helped our relationship. And it also reduced the stress with both of us, because, you know, I have my own stress, he has his own stress, and when two people are constantly stressed out over finances, over the future, things like that, it can create a big, you know, atomic bomb. So going for a walk as a couple, or going for a walk by yourself, can truly help reduce your stress levels. And, you know, with my partner and I, right now we're not going for walks, but we do go to the gym together, and we will go for walks on the treadmill together at the gym. Yeah, it's a little different than being outside, but at least we're still getting some exercise in, and we're also getting out the house. It's just too cold to be walking outside like that. Even though we do have winter coats, it's just, I mean, a walk here and there, but not like the walks that we were doing in the spring and summer. The walks that we were doing were like 3-4 miles. I do those walks now on the treadmill at the gym. Once when the spring and summertime come around again, in the fall too, it's not that bad, then we will do our outside walks. But just walking in general, whether you're on the treadmill, whether you're outside, whether you're at, you know, anywhere, walking helps so much when it comes to reducing your stress levels. Next thing is to eat your favorite foods. This is like a no-brainer. I feel like when you are stressed, the minute you have like one of your favorite like food items, whether it's a cupcake, whether it's a bowl of ice cream, a pizza, things like that, I feel like it just brightens up your day. When I was feeling extremely stressed out with work and constantly trying to eat healthy too, you know, you have to have a balance. You have to have a balance when it comes to eating super clean and having a day of just eating whatever you want, like junk food. My partner came home and he brought pizza, and he brought all my favorite things: pizza, flowers, cookies, and it made my day. I was like, I never thought like food could make you so happy like this. He knew that I was extremely stressed out to the point where, you know, I was crying. I couldn't even really talk because of how stressed I was. And I feel like some of us do get like that. It's maybe some of you, I don't know, but I have met quite a few people where they couldn't even get a word out and they just were so stressed out that they just started crying. And I personally have dealt with that as well. It's amazing how food can reduce your stress levels. And again, everything in moderation. I'm not saying to eat junk food every day, obviously, but once in a great while, I would love to have a nice pizza, some cookies, having a slice of cake, a cupcake, things like that. Like all of my favorite little food items. I am very simple when it comes to favorite food items because it's your typical junk food, your typical like American junk food. So it's pretty easy to make my day with food. But you will be amazed that if you're having a really bad day, just eat something that you truly love. I guarantee you it will reduce your stress levels. Not a lot, but like it will definitely help you out. Next thing is to ask for help. Now I know I talked about this in the beginning of the video, but asking for help, there's nothing wrong with it. So if you need to see a therapist because you're completely stressed out and you don't want to feel this way anymore, then go see a therapist. There's nothing wrong with that. If you feel like you need help with, you know, your kids, ask family members to help. My mom always is like, you know what, if you need help, I'll take them, no problem, do your thing. And you know, she always tells me too, she's like, when you have kids, your life will get a little hectic, but do not forget to ask for help. And sometimes I like reverse it back to her and I'm like, yeah, I get it. You know, when I have kids, I will definitely ask for help. And the same thing goes for when you don't have kids and you just need help in general. Like you need help to, you know, you need help with the bills, or you need help. Like don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed to go get help, you know, with food stamps. Don't be embarrassed to get help with your electric bill, your rent bill. Do not be embarrassed. Those programs are out there for a reason. So if you need help in that way, just go and do it, because I guarantee you, like, that will help your stress levels so much, especially if you're doing everything by yourself. I remember when I lived alone, I was nervous. I was very nervous. I was like, all right, I'm on my own now. Everything that I buy, it needs to, you know, I need to have a reason on why I'm buying it, because I have rent to pay. I have all these things to pay now, and it's just me. And now that I've lived with my partner for a while, I can definitely understand the helping hand now. It helps out a lot, hence why they call it a helping hand. But when I was on my own, it was a constant struggle, and I never ever talked about it on my channel because I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed back then. But yeah, so moral of the story, don't feel embarrassed if you need to ask for help, whether it's help to talk to somebody, whether it's help financially, whether it's help with, you know, you're a little stressed out and you need someone to babysit the kids so you can have a breather to yourself. Do not feel embarrassed. There is nothing wrong with asking for help to do things. I am an overachiever sometimes. I feel like my partner's Virgo-ness is like attaching onto me because he's an overachiever. I would say one of the biggest overachiever I've ever met. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to know your limits. So for me, when I was at my highest like stress levels, I was recording like 5 to 6 videos in one day and then trying to edit 2 of those videos in the same day, and then also grocery shop, and then also clean the house, and then also do laundry. It's like, girl, you gotta take it easy or you are gonna have a freaking heart attack. So that's what I do now. I try to take it easy. I try to realize, like, all right, I'm gonna record one video today, maybe try to edit it, and if I don't get to it, then I'll get to it tomorrow. So try not to be too hard on yourself, you guys. Take it easy, one thing at a time. Slow and steady wins the race. They didn't tell us that for no reason back then. It is so damn true. Slow and steady wins the race. And actually, it's not even a race. I know everybody wants to get things done in a timely manner, but let's face it, the tasks that you need to get done will get done eventually. It might not get done all today, but you can get it done throughout the week or throughout the weekend or throughout the month. You know, it's just prioritizing your time. Make sure you have time for yourself. Make sure you know, like, all right, I'm overdoing it. I need to take a step back. I need to rest. I need more sleep. I need to just, you know, eat my favorite foods. Things that we just discussed. Try to take it easy, because when you take things easier and you go step by step, you won't have such high stress levels. And I know not every day is gonna be perfect. I know that life is not perfect. It's not meant to be perfect. If you can take it easy for yourself and for your family, then you won't feel as stressed out. And that's like the best feeling, is not feeling completely stressed out and completely checked out. Because when I used to get like extremely stressed, I was doing everything wrong. Even when I was editing, I was so checked out because I was completely stressed out that I was editing parts of the video that shouldn't have been edited. I'm like, wait, why am I deleting all the good stuff? Why am I keeping like the random things? Like, I'm not all there right now. That's when I knew that I was just overdoing it. But anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I didn't want to make it too long. I'm trying to make these like sit down videos short and simple. So I hope you got something out of it. And let me know down below, what is your biggest thing when it comes to reducing your stress? What do you do that helps you out the most? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next video.